嗨，我是Wilhelm，欢迎来到电影看游戏。
Though the elder shaman Ner'zhul holds the rank of war chief of Draenor, your position as slayer to the Shadow Moon clan places the duty of leading their armies into battle upon your head. Ner'zhul has discovered how the rift was first formed and now covets the idea of not only reopening the gateway into Azeroth, but of creating new portals and seeking out even more worlds to control. You must subjugate an order of Death Knights who have secured the knowledge needed to rebuild the Dark Portal. The renegade ogre mage Mogward of the Laughing Skull clan has taken control of these dark soldiers and is seeking to create a powerful spell with the aid of their necromantic magic. His life is also forfeit. Although we have no dragons to command, we have learned that Grom Hellscream, leader of the Warsong clan, has been captured by the Laughing Skull and is being held prisoner. Free him, and he will surely aid you in your battles. The Skull of Gul'dan is a powerful artifact and essential for resurrecting the Dark Portal. A pathetic orc captain of the Bone Chewer clan wears the skull as a symbol of his station and does not know of its true power. Ner'zhul has sent the ogre hero Dentog to influence warriors from the Thunderlord clan to join in the battle against the Bone Chewers. You will also be assisted by the warriors of the Shattered Hand and their leader, Korgoth Bladefist. Move quickly to the Thunderlord village and raise an army to crush the Bone Chewer captain and win the Skull of Gul'dan. We're being attacked! Ner'zhul has met with opposition to his plans from the leaders of both the Thunderlord and Bone Chewer clans. They desire to journey to Azeroth and have their clans triumph where Doomhammer had failed. This is a vision not shared by your war chief. You are to lead the forces of Shadowmoon against the strongholds of both Bone Chewer and Thunderlord. Once these weak fools and their clans are removed, no others will dare to interfere with the dark schemes of Ner'zhul. Make it call, very good. From the ranks of the Death Knights comes Terran Gorefiend. The death of Gul'dan has placed these Dark Horsemen under the authority of no clan, but Gorefiend shares the desires of Ner'zhul to open numerous portals. He offers his influence over the Death Knights of Draenor in exchange for a world that the Death Knights can claim as their own. Using the knowledge gained at the defeat of the Ogre Mage Mogor and the necromantic powers of the Death Knights, Ner'zhul successfully awakens the arcane energies of the Mystic Rift. As you lead the forces of Shadowmoon into Azeroth, a human battlement that has been constructed to keep the portal closed stands before you. Destroy this citadel and claim the lands that surround the rift. When the Horde was driven back into the Black Morass, we were able to only take a small portion of our forces through the Dark Portal before it was destroyed. With the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza rescued and the Dragonmaw clan captured by the Alliance, we were no longer able to command these great winged beasts. While securing the rift and beginning construction of a new portal, your encampment is approached by a haggard grunt. His uniform marks him as a warrior of the Bleeding Hollow. He tells how those of his clan who did not return through the portal have eluded capture and imprisonment by the Alliance armies. You also learn that many of the dragons that were once enslaved have continued to feed upon humans and are now roosting at Blackrock's spire. If you can break through the human defenses and gain the trust of these creatures, perhaps you can bring Ner'zhul powerful allies. Finding the survivors of the Bleeding Hollow clan and gaining the dragon Deathwing as an ally has strengthened your position in Azeroth. Your success has not gone unnoticed by Ner'zhul. He rewards your victories by assigning you a dangerous mission. Gorefiend has sensed a focus of arcane energies within a castle that has been raised upon the foundations of Stormwind Keep. Ner'zhul believes that this can only be the fabled Book of Medivh. Only a fool would leave such power unguarded, so your assault upon this new Stormwind castle will be a bloody one.
Very good. Make it quick. Very good. Of course.
After taking the castle of New Stormwind, you search in vain for the Book of Medivh. As you sift through the rubble of the fallen human fortress, you discover the corpse of a footman with a human dagger in his side. The spies of the Bleeding Hollow clan have confirmed that this blade was crafted by the weaponsmiths of Alterac. These humans are the same that were willing to betray their own brothers, and it may be that they have stolen the Book of Medivh for their own purposes. They will regret their decision. To journey to Alterac, you must first establish naval superiority over the warships of the Alliance. The base at Kultaras has always been the humans' key to the might of their armada. You must establish a strong presence in the Great Sea in order to destroy Kultaras and prepare your way into Alterac. Now that you have cleared a path to the island of Kultaras, you must send your wave riders against the core of the human fleet. With the naval forces of the humans defeated, the Horde will have free reign of the Great Sea. We have also learned that Admiral Proudmoore is no longer a member of the Alliance and does not have the support of their armies. Remove his armada, and Kultaras will fall. Now that the Great Sea is once again under the dominion of our Wave Riders, Ner'zhul has come upon a plan to increase the powers of the Dark Portal. While he was the tutor of Gul'dan, the shaman bound their souls so that he could keep watch over his disciple. Even though Gul'dan knew that this link would serve to inform Ner'zhul of the warlock studies with the spirits that dwelt in the twisting nether, he was too arrogant to care. Ner'zhul has ordered you to lead a small band to the tomb in order to find the jeweled scepter of Sargeras. The remains of the Storm Reaver and Twilight's Hammer encampments surround the entrance to the tomb, and the howling of their tortured souls fill the air. Although the inhabitants of this place died long ago, their bodies have been torn from earthen graves by the vile magics of the demons and made to stalk this region for all eternity. Capture of the jeweled scepter has greatly pleased Ner'zhul. word has come that you are to entrust it to the remaining warriors of the Bleeding Hollow clan, as they are to return it to Draenor at all haste. Deathwing and his dragons deliver you to the keep at Alterac. While you could easily bring these curs to their knees, they have hidden the tome you seek. They are also cunning enough to strike a bargain, knowing it is their only salvation. Should they tell you the location of the book, however, they fear the retribution of the nations of Lordaeron and Stromgarde. They would be willing to exchange the Book of Medivh for the destruction of these forces that sit along their borders. You must eliminate the military outposts maintained by Lordaeron and Stromgarde. Then, seal your pact by entering into Alterac, contacting the human mage who guards the book, and escorting him to safety.
Very cool. Of course.
Your request? Your request? All right.
With the Book of Medivh in your control and the jeweled scepter delivered to Ner'zhul, only one artifact remains to be won. The mages of Dalaran have created a device to focus their magics in an effort to reconstruct the Violet Citadel. Ner'zhul desires this Eye of Dalaran to focus the dark powers of the underworld for the creation of his portals. Terran Gorfiend has traveled to the stronghold of the human mages at Cross Island, where they now rebuild their towers amid heavy fortifications. You must break through their shoreline defenses, establish a base, and capture the Eye of Dalaran. No walls will protect them from the vengeance of the Horde.
Of course. Very well. Yes. Very well. Make it. Very well. Very well. Very well.
As the burning remains of your victims fill the air with acrid smoke, the sky fills with a figure as black as night. Deathwing descends, exhausted from his long journey from Grim Batal, bearing grave news from his brothers at Blackrock Spire. The Alliance has sent a host of warriors to the Black Morass and has engaged the forces of Warsong and the Shattered Hand at the Dark Portal. You must rally the forces of Shadowmoon to break through this siege and return the artifacts you have secured to Draenor. Only then can Ner'zhul's plan of opening portals to new worlds be realized. Succeed and you will command vast armies as they ravage untold worlds. Fail and be slaughtered.
Right away. Yes, of course.
Ner'zhul holds the ancient scepter of Sargeras in the air and intones the final words of the spell of conjuration. The air about you begins to swirl and presses down upon the assembled masses of the Horde. Above you, the crimson skies break open and reveal the chaotic pathways of the twisting nether. As Ner'zhul deploys his remaining forces towards the new portals, you glimpse the Shattered Hand and Warsong clans awaiting orders on the other side of the Dark Portal. Master, you ask, should we not recall all of our forces from Azeroth? No, the ancient shaman replies coldly. They have served their purpose. From this point on, all that we gain will be ours alone. Ner'zhul gives a wicked grin as you unquestioningly follow him into the swirling madness of the twisting nether.
Face the harbinger of the Dark God's wrath.